Okay, y'all, I'm still thinking about Memorial Day because it's right here on our honey. And but I want y'all to look at this most gorgeous cutting board. Charlie Suppley and his wife Ann was in the store, and he said, Paula, I contacted you one time because I wanted to make you a cutting board, but nobody ever replied. I said, I am so sorry, because I'm good about replying to people. But anyway, Charlie said, well, now that I'm in here in this restaurant and I've met you, I can get your address and I'm going to make one and send to you. And this was it. Is it not gorgeous? My name is Paula, and I have an addiction to cutting boards. A while back, I mean in the very near past, I made some deviled eggs, and I think all the deviled eggs out there, that might be my favorite recipe. And if you didn't see the recipe and you want to check it out, it's called herbed deviled eggs. And it was out of this world. And this one is going to be in the same category as that last one, because it's going to have some different things in it. And you'll have some new flavors. You'll meet new flavors in these deviled eggs. All right, I've got 1/4 of a cup of mayonnaise, 1/2 a cup of sour cream, maybe 1 or 2 tablespoons of chopped sliced almonds, and 1 grated garlic pod. Okay, so I'm just going to put all this in there and mix it up, and then I'll stuff the eggs. And this is always something good to carry. You know, there'll be a lot of people getting together with friends and family for Memorial Day. And usually somebody's always asked to, you know, help out so one person doesn't have to carry the full load. And they'll want you to bring something. And this is another recipe that would be perfect for that holiday. All right, I'm gonna need like 2 tablespoons of basil, fresh basil. I think I'm using a little enough cutting board on this. I don't want to cut me. And we need 2 tablespoons. I've used this little cutting board so much, I eat an apple every day of the world with my homemade peanut butter. If y'all saw that video where I made the homemade peanut butter, I don't like the peanut butter too much in the stores and the jars, but I do love my homemade peanut butter, and it's so easy to make. It is so easy to make, and it's so good spread on my apples. All right, so I need 2 tablespoons. And we got it. I can use that to garnish the eggs once we get done. All right, now the recipe does not call for salt, but I'm gonna put some fresh ground pepper in it, and then I'm gonna sample it and see if it needs some salt. That's great. You know what? I think I'm going to use my silly salt in that. I think silly salt is so good in cold salad. And I'm going to use about a half a teaspoon of my silly salt. And of course, you can use any kind of salt you want. It's good, but I'm going to add just a little bit of kosher salt. I think I could have stood a full teaspoon of silly salt. All right, I'm going to start loading these up. You can use a piping bag, you know, if you want to make them real pretty. And if you do use a piping bag, you would definitely want to use your mixer. So, because mine's a chunky deviled egg. Y'all, I'm just taking that leftover basil and I'm going to chop it fairly fine along with some almonds, because this is what I want for my garnish. Because that'll let people know what's in those deviled eggs. So you see, this is what I'm going to do, and just putting a little garnish. And this deviled egg holder is so cute. And on the wood, Eddie just said something that I had noticed as well. Them eggs don't move on wood. Like if this was a glass, see, I mean, you'd have to, they ain't going nowhere.
I think that's why it comes with a fork.
Yeah, good idea. So that's it. You know, I'm not gonna mess up my tray, Eddie. I'm gonna make me a separate one, because that tray is so pretty. Yum. I don't know of anybody, except maybe small children, that don't like deviled eggs. I mean, these are, people eat them like it's candy. Once they eat one. I love the crunch of that nut. And the flavor that basil gives it. So good. And if I remember correctly, no carbs. Have another one, Paula. Love and best dishes, y'all.
Hey y'all, it's Paula Deen. Now, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like it and click the subscribe button as well as the notification bell to be alerted when I post a video. Love and best dishes, y'all.